So we look at the setup. I know they're different clubs, but obviously the grip is the same no matter what club you're holding, the golf club. This was your left hand grip. I say it's a little bit blurry, unfortunately. Okay, if I go forward a little bit, it might unblur. It doesn't. But okay, so in terms of your grip there, the logo is not really visible. We said your watch is actually turned off to the side there slightly, okay?
Can't see it.
And your right thumb was a little bit more on top. And we could actually see, if we go up here, what we can do, if I put a line through that club shaft there now, you can see your wrist now is, as we're looking, the right of that red line, okay? If I zoom in on this and do a different colour, there we go. So I'll go up the shaft line there now. You can see the difference in your grip, can't you? Yeah. So that's the difference we can see there now. So your left hand is what we call more over. Okay, you can see the logo, okay? Your right hand now is slightly more underneath, so your right shoulder is going to be underneath. And this is the key thing a lot of golfers don't always get correctly, okay? You want your torso, your spine and your body to be slightly tilted because your right hand is on the golf club underneath your left hand, yeah? Otherwise, you either have your shoulders forwards, now we're swinging left, going to slice it, or you have to have a bent left arm. Now you're going to be all stuck and tight, okay? So getting in that slight spine tilt is going to definitely help you get that body in a better position. Now from here, and this is again with the trust element, your right hip and right shoulder are going to turn behind you there. So we're going to start using the body that way, yeah? If we look at this, we're going to, admittedly it's an iron, okay? So your body kind of stopped there. You haven't really turned. The fact we can still see your right shoulder and bicep there, you haven't really twisted on. Yeah, I guess it's a longer club. It makes it easier to turn. You certainly are turning more and more and more as you go back. So when you come back to the golf ball, it's trusting now that that club face is going to come back nice and straight. You can see we talk about that sort of lowercase y.
Yeah.
That's the position you turn back to, you see? So let's just start in that position, yeah? If you start in a capital Y and return to that, you're going to be pushing the hands forward. That face is going to open up. If the grip is poor, the club opens up more. So now the club face impact, rather than aiming towards your target here, is aiming, we'll say, 6-7 degrees to the right. Doesn't sound a lot, does it?
No, but it's a massive difference because it continues to travel in that way.
Thing. So the ball then goes off to the right.
Yeah.
Then you go, I don't want to go to the right. Then you start trying to swing it 6-7 degrees to the left. Well, now your club path and your face are now 14 degrees different. That is a lot.
It's a huge,
that's going to impart a lot of side spin. Loads left to right shots. Again, the ball then is going to just disappear in the trees right. And then, as we said, you just aim your body further right, swing it further. So aim for the left, swing it further left. And don't really fix the fault.
No.
You're just masking it to a point, and there'll be some holes you just can't play. As you swing through here now, you swing through to a nice full follow through. Very, very good swing. But the key thing is, as I said to you there, you hand the parcel to your right, you hand it to your left, hand it to your right, hand it to your left, hand it to your right, hand it to the left. As if you're just giving somebody, there you go. Like play past the parcel.
Getting that twist.
And I think instinctively, if you were just going to hand the thing to someone to your right, someone to your left, you wouldn't even think about it, would you? People have to say, well, how do I turn? What do I do? I said, well, how do you hand, if I was saying, okay, here's a priceless china goblet, you can't drop it, you just go, no, you wouldn't go and fling it or awkwardly twist your body in such a way. You turn and face the person. So the more natural you can make that turn, because ultimately that golf swing is about 1.5 seconds long. So once you are here, your initial thoughts are going to be about this and the shoulders and getting the grip and everything correct with that, okay? Once you've got that, now at the ball, the only swing thought I would sort of recommend could be tempo or loose or smooth or whatever it may be. It might be the word turn, but very often swing thoughts that the tour players have aren't actually relevant to their swing thoughts in terms of the swing they want to try and make. What they're doing with their swing thoughts, they're doing that before the shot as a practice swing, exaggerating it, doing this. Then they step to the golf ball, they just hit it. I mean, years ago, Paul remember the shot, but Tiger Woods played a shot at the Masters, and it's one of the famous shots that's ever seen on TV. Curved around the slope, got to the top of the brow of the hill, went down the hill, hung on the edge of the thing. The Nike swoosh held there for like a second. I think Nike got like $1 billion in that 1 minute, and then the ball fell in, and he won the Masters, right? Very historic shot. I mean, probably one of the greatest shots of all time at Augusta, if not ever, right? And the press guys in the thing asked, hi Tiger, on that shot there, what were you thinking about? And he went, I just did it.
Just hit the ball.
Had they asked him, what did you think about before the shot, he'd have given him a list of all these things he thought about. But when they said, during that shot, what were you thinking about? He went, I just did it. And it was almost kind of like poetic, because obviously Nike's logo is just do it. I don't think he was prepped for that, because he was answering the question as honest as the day is long. He went, did it, and I just hit the shot. And then they said, then one press guy went, hang on, before the shot, what were you thinking about with the light? I got to the top here, did this, and went through all this sort of stuff. So he did all that, but actually over the golf ball, just hit it.
Just hit it,
So many golfers fall foul of thinking too much on a golf course over the ball. You can think as much as you like between shots, after shots, before the shot, thinking about the shot you're going to play, this and the other. Step to that golf ball, just hit it. Okay?
That's really helpful.
Easier said than done, I know.
Yeah, no, but that's really
it's going to be
helpful,
practice.
actually.
I would suggest, and I'll send that photograph through the grip.
Oh, thank you.
When you're at home, and we'll send this video through as well, when you're at home, just stand there.
Yeah.
If needs be, just
the
get in a
grip.
mirror, yeah? Just look at that there. Look at what that grip looks like, yeah? That's what that grip should look like more so.
Brilliant.
How does that feel?
I'm
That's what you want to
comfortable
try.
at the minute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like I say, anytime you make a change, I would want it to feel uncomfortable. Because if it didn't feel uncomfortable,
It's
you're
not
probably too
changing.
close to your old grip.
Yeah.
Which is not going to improve the shape of the shot,
And interestingly, that's what Jimmy said, because
Yeah.
a very, very last lesson, he all of us had to sort of swing and hit the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
And he said to each of us, the one thing we have to
The one- yeah,
concentrate
yeah,
on.
yeah.
And the one
And
thing
you-
he said to me, grip.
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
got to,
yeah.
You've got to keep perfecting your grip.
Exactly.
And that was the
What
one
a-
thing he said. So obviously I've adjusted.
You've got
and-
exactly, yeah. And the
so
thing
that's
is,
really
this is what
interesting.
attached you to the golf club.
Yeah.
And potentially you might fix this in the next 3-4 weeks and be great. And then
Yeah.
6 months down the line,
It
you're
might be back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's
you're back
good
to
if
that
I'm
one.
aware of
But I
that
was-
as well.
as I
And
say-
I've got sort of visual
Yeah.
sort of measures then, isn't it?
Precisely.
Yeah, it's really
Okay, makes
helpful.
sense.
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent.
Thank
Good
you
stuff.